Hello, welcome back to tazwells12. You are again on my YouTube channel, which is tazwells12. I am the host, who is Tara Wells. Today's video is going to be a makeup review, testing, first impressions, the whole lot, and I will show you the item in 2 minutes. But before we get on into this makeup review, testing makeup product on my face, we are going to go through the nitty gritty stuff just to get it out of the way, the video. If you like the video or the product that I do show you in a minute, or you like the testing, or you can see what's going on, then give it a massive thumbs up because it helps me out and I know that you like these videos. If you like the video that much, or you like my whole channel as a content, or you like any of the advice I give you, or showing or reviewing or testing, please subscribe to tazwells12 by hitting the subscribe button. You can join the little love family because you're more than welcome to join. Also hit the bell notification button because that will tell you when a new video has been uploaded. There is a clickable link on my page as well for Instagram and Twitter, so they're my other social medias if you'd like to check them out or follow me or like whatever you would like to do. I'm not sponsored by the brand that I do show you, or any of the brands that I do show you. It is all out of my own money. I bought this and it's just an advice video for you guys. I think that's everything. I don't want to ramble anymore. You don't want to hear me rambling anymore. You want to see the review, so we are going to get into the review now. The makeup product that we're going to review, this foundation. So this is a Topshop foundation. Topshop is a long wear liquid foundation. Very nice bottle. Love the packaging. Love this square lid. And I love the glass bottle. I have got this in, I think it's A318. It doesn't actually tell me a shade, but you obviously can tell that this is going to be very, very dark for me. As this is very dark, I'm actually going to use some lightning drops of it. I didn't actually buy this foundation out of Topshop. I bought it out of TKMAXX. It was in there for very cheap. I don't think I paid a lot of money for it, about £2 or £3 at the most. It was the only shade that they'd done that was nearest, otherwise there was darker ones. You're probably thinking, why did you buy it? At the end of the day, I wanted to try the foundation out and this is the only shades they had. It was Topshop. It's a good brand. You know what? Let's go for it. We've got some lightning drops that I'm going to test with this. Like I said, I'm not going to advertise them in because this is what we're going to review today. But I am just going to put my hair up and prime my face. The primer I'm going to use is the Barry M Unicorn Premier Drops Beauty Elixir. Very, very nice. I'm just going to prime that all over my face in probably a time lapse so you guys can see, and then we will get into the review of this Topshop foundation. I've just put the primer on my face. That's just going to get tacky a little bit, so while we're talking that will get tacky. Will make my face a little bit red because I've just rocked up all my pores and everything. Probably see me looking a little bit like this way because this is where I've got like my little round mirror, but that's how I'm going to put the foundation on. I have got a few spots and blemishes that we will try and fix with this foundation. I'm just going to roll my sleeves up because this is a little bit dark. I am going to use a normal foundation brush. This one is the Real Techniques by Sam and Nick Chapman, and this is a buffing brush. So it's just a very, very dense brush, really nice, good application of foundation. Clean as well, so no foundation is on there. So this is good review. The whitening drops I'm going to use is with this. It's the Lightning and it's from the Body Shop, the shade Adjusting Drops. And these are really good. I've used them with other foundations that I've done reviews on. Perfect, really good. Any sort of lightning drops would do really well. I think I need to buy some more. These were a little bit expensive, these ones, but I probably can find some cheaper ones. I just want to buy some more just so I can do some more reviews with you guys if I pick any other foundations up. What we're going to do first is we're going to take the lid off. So you just pop the lid off. And then it's a pump bottle, which is really, really good. Love that. Doing it's really, really nice. And we're just going to pump this And obviously there is the foundation. What I do is just take with my hand, I've got a makeup wipe. This is very, very dark. You can see this dark. And we'll just show you what it looks like with it being dark. Totally different colour to my skin. You can see that is gonna tan my hands. They look like tan. Normally I will just put a foundation straight on my face, but what I'm going to do is probably put a couple of pumps on there and then probably another 1 or 2 of that, and then put some of that on my hand now and do a little mixing for my foundation, like the right sort of consistency. Tan my hand. Normally I wouldn't buy it this dark, but because like I said it was really, really cheap, I thought, why not? So that looks like sort of the same consistency. So we will get the brush. I normally don't like doing it this way because it literally, oh wow, it's a lot more darker than I thought. Try sort of a shade that's near to what I'm going to use, but we may have a little problem here. That's very, very tanned, isn't it? Very, very tanned. Tanning it. Right. You know what? Let's just go for it because I think it's going to be best if we get it on my face and then we put the lightning drops on. Like I said, this is a testing reviewing. I want to see what this foundation is like. Go for it. Yeah, there's a big difference, but hey ho. We'll buffer it in. We'll give it a good consistency all around. I'm gonna look like I've been on a sunbed. You take much of this consistency on my hand, and then what I'll do is the lightning drops. I will then put on my face and we will buff that in. There is some way that this foundation will go down, unless, like I said, I've overestimated. This is very orange. I'm no beauty guru, it's literally the same for everything. Like, you literally test it out, just going with what you sort of think or what you think would try. I've bought like darker foundations before and done them with the lightning drops and they've absolutely smashed it and it works, but this time it might not then. Okay, I'm going to say that this is a massive fail on my part. So I've got hardly any product on this brush and I'm trying to buff it out as much as I can because I think this is a little bit too orange. I don't think this is going to work anymore, but we'll see. Just keep going. We are kind of buffing it out as much as I can. Is I'll use a concealer with it in a moment and just see if I can tone it down some of that as well. But at least you can see what the whitening drops do. Down quite a bit actually, to be fair. I think if you had a nice tan, it would be lovely. This foundation would go really well. Actually, the foundation feels alright, feels nice actually. So if I actually got myself the right shade, this would have been really nice. I don't want to put any more foundation on me because it literally is going a bit crazy. Right, I think what I do now, there's a big difference in colour as you can see. But wait 2 minutes, I'm just going to find a concealer, and we'll do that next. Back, and I have got the concealer. So the concealer I've just picked up is the Revolution Makeup Revolution London Conceal and Define. This is a full coverage concealer and contour. That's what it looks in the bottle. So I've got the lightest shade, and this is the C2. Place that on, and we use it with the same brush, to be fair. There's not a lot in here because I think this one's run out. It will still work, hopefully. If not, I will use the C3 that I've got. Just put that on there. Use this brush because a lot of the product I did buff out. So that's good. But we might have to use quite a bit of concealer just to sort of buff this in and not make me so orange. Honestly, I've done this some before. I think it was a sleek one. I've done a review, or I've tried myself. I can't remember. I will have a look on my channel again. It was really, really dark. It worked perfect. I don't know why. Just gonna put a little bit more. You can see then what it is, and I am gonna use a powder as well. I might use a quite light powder. Do you know what the best thing is in your makeup bag is a concealer? Because concealers will mix anything in. Okay, the neck doesn't look as bad now, it's just my face. But what we might have to do is use the C3 if that's got any more, because that is running out. That's C2. See what we've got in here. It's the same, just a shade lighter. Oh yeah, we've got a bit more consistency, that's what we need. That's it. It works really well with a concealer, as you can see. So just rub that concealer in. Just put some on my eyebrows. I know this is a lot of work, but sometimes having I don't think that looks too bad now, actually. I think I've toned that down loads. So basically, yes, it was a bit of a disaster at the beginning, and yes, I used a little bit more concealer. I have toned that down loads. Yes, I did use the lightning drops, but we've hardly used, if I got some cheaper ones of these, we've hardly used any foundation. I think that's not too bad, actually. Like, that feels really, really nice. Works well with a concealer that's a different brand. It's works well with the lightning drops that literally are a different brand. To be fair, that is all good in my eyes at the moment. And we've toned it down really loads. We've hardly used any of the foundation. Concealer is a lot cheaper than foundation, so don't panic if you do buy a darker foundation, because if you use the tiniest bit and buff it in and then use a concealer that you always use, it works. Don't be ashamed to use some darker foundations. Yes, try and get the right shade if you can, but it'll work. So I'm just going to grab a powder and we are going to do that next. The translucent powder I'm going to use is in this Set and Reflect MUA Luxe Kit. I actually got this out of Poundland. This is really good. It has a mirror and it has a highlighter, and then it has this really pressed translucent powder, which is really good. I've just got a small brush. I've got the Olivia Hale ones contour brush, but these are really good to like get under your eye, and I really want to pat the powder on. I think I got this from Home Bargains. They do really good set of brushes, so I got one of these. Normally I use a loose powder, but normally I do all my reviews with this powder. So we just pat it on. yeah, literally, like, I think a lot of people panic with makeup. Yeah, people get upset when they do something wrong, but at the end of the day, I don't think you can with makeup. Makeup is one of them things that you can adjust to how you want to do it and adjust to how your style works. Every style is different. Honestly, if you ever go wrong with a foundation, always have a lighter concealer and a translucent powder. It doesn't matter if it's pressed or loose, on back up, and you can always sort yourself out and it will work out. And just don't panic, because it does work very well. You know what? I think I've pulled that back really well. Look, I'm not being funny. You would not notice that now. You would have not noticed I put a darker foundation on the beginning. So this is why I mean, and always generally make this work. And to be fair, you could get 2 out of this, because what you could do is do the foundation, do it the lightener drops, and then if you want a cream contour, you can always use this too. So don't doubt it. We should have probably done that, but I could have showed you for that for instance. But yeah, don't doubt it, because it does work. Wrong, I did think it was a little bit dark at the beginning, but I think I've done really well. It's worked perfectly. So there you go. And yeah, products work perfect. You can blend, you can mix, anything will work. Do not panic, it will come out good in the end. That's really soft now. That feels lovely. If I could try the whole foundation on my face, I literally tried a couple of drops. I've done the same things as any other one person would have done. Honestly, I think it's a really good product. Yes, I got it too dark, but you saw that I brought that back so well. I will just take my hair down. We can discuss it a little bit more. Just took my hair down. It's probably messed up my fringe really bad. But anyway, anywho, let's talk about this foundation. I have clearly mixed this into my neck, but if you were a little bit tanned, this would still work for you. And if you went on holiday, it would really work. I probably could have, if I didn't have this necklace on or I didn't have this jumper on, I probably could have brought it down a lot more. I still can do that. Work. There's still product on the brush, so you don't want any more product. Bring, like I said, just keep buffering. Keep buffering as much as you can. You could bring it all the way down. Honestly, just buffer, because that's the bit that helps you out more than anything. If you were tan or you've been on holiday, that colour would have worked for you. That colour would have worked really nice. I don't think it's massively bad. I don't think. Might look a little bit more orange on there, but I don't think it's massively bad. I don't think it's crazy bad. Yes, I'm a little bit pale at the moment. I don't think it's massively bad. Like, if I had it like that, you probably wouldn't know. I like cheap makeup, that is the whole point, and I do like getting these products for you. If I could have got my colour in this, I would have done, because like I said, it was only about £2 or £3. I thought, why not? Why not do a video? I think it's not too bad actually. Like I said, you could do your cream contour with it. You could do cream bronzer out of one product. I don't think it's that bad. The only problem was the colour. The colour was a little bit bad. At first I panicked, but buffering and using a light concealer and a light powder, and you get there eventually, and I don't think it's that bad. What do you think? This is what my face is. It hasn't covered my spots completely. You can see that a little bit. I could have done that with concealer though. Tell me what you guys think. You can comment down below and think, oh, maybe yeah, you did use a bit dark foundation, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's that bad. I really don't. Maybe blend it a little bit on your ears if you need to as well. blending is your key aspect of everything. Like I said, I am not a makeup reviewer. I just like having a little play with products, to be fair, and getting new ones. Like I said, blending is your key thing. Getting a light concealer and a light powder and you'll be perfectly on your way. They are your main products in your bag. Even if these are my normal concealers. Always get a light concealer because you want like brighter under eye, because that's what most of the people want that. And also you want a white powder just in case, like a translucent powder, because it will take like that away, but also it'll buff it in. I do use a banana powder sometimes too, but that is what you need to use. That is what's key things in your makeup bag and key techniques. But this has come to the end of the video, and this is the product of that foundation. But look how much I took that down. If I go out, you would not know that that was that foundation. Key game. But anyway, this has come to the end of the video. I hope that you did like it. If you did, then give it a thumbs up. If you tried your actual normal shade in this, then, or any other foundations from Topshop, then please let me know down below. Also give it a thumbs up if you like the review or anything like that, or any tips I've shown you or advice I've given you. If you're new here, then please join the love family and click the subscribe button to tazwells12 and come and join us all. The video is not sponsored by Topshop or any of the brands that I did show you, because I showed you quite a few. I showed you Barry M, Revolution, Body Shop and some brushes. With them brands I am not sponsored by, and it is all out of my own money. This has come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Like I said, comment down below and have a lovely day, have a lovely evening, and I will see you all guys soon. Bye.